Hey Connor,
What?
wouldn't it be funny if I made a Pokemon video?
What?
You can say goodbye.
What?
Mm.
So, I was going back to some Pokemon channels I used to watch a couple years ago, and I realized that I could probably make that content now. Not in iMovie, of course, because that doesn't really have like layers like Google Slides does. So, I did it in Google Slides, except for the recording, which I'm gonna do in iMovie. But I'm gonna do that separate, and I'm gonna do it after I explain every slide in detail. And then I'm going to show you the actual video. Let's get into it. The first thing I thought was, what would my Poketuber name be? What would my username be on YouTube if I were a Poketuber? My Poketuber name. So I went to my friends and I asked for an adjective because Poketuber names are usually an adjective and their mascot. And then I added a number because that's funny. So I asked my friends for an adjective, and Dylan, being the funny and creative guy that he is, picked loser for my username. And you know what? Screw it. That's an adjective that describes me, right? So, yeah, I went with that because Dylan's so funny and creative. In fact, I cropped out his answer and put that there, you know? Why wouldn't I? Yeah, because I'm such a loser, Dylan. And then for a Pokemon, I just went to a random Pokemon generator, and it gave me Aegislash. And then for the number, I went to a random number generator, picked 1 to 100, and it gave me 57. So that's the story of loser underscore Aegislash 57. And then for added effect, I misspelled Aegislash and added an underscore. For this slide, I just needed a random title, so I picked something between top 5 and Sword and Shield. I hope it works. Might not. So for this, I just did like one of those little like animations that they do for each number. It's not much. Yeah, I'm just gonna gloss over these ones completely and not talk about them because they're just random. So I wanted to add something like slightly in depth for this, because usually Poketubers will add something like mildly in depth and be like, whoa, I'm like a cool Pokemon guy, and like all the 8-year-olds watching them will be like, whoa, you're a cool Pokemon guy. So I did that, and like, so I added like Rhyperior, sorry, because Rhydon was in the wild area for a while, for like a couple seconds in the trailer. And then I did Raichu later for the same reason, because Pikachu was only on for a couple of seconds. And I'm not smart enough. I didn't know about, like, the little chipmunk guy that was in the stands at the time of making the slideshow, and I don't know anything about him. So I'm not gonna just be like, go all willy-nilly and be like, oh, I want him on my team, you know? So, yeah. So for this one, I was like, oh, well, I kind of like Dreadnought, you know? And so, yeah, I added him. And he has good abilities, so that's why I added, like, the abilities. And one was on his shell, like shell armor, and the other strong jaw was on his jaw. And I thought that was kind of funny. And, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about him. He has cool abilities. And I wanted to seem like a cool Pokemon boyo for recognizing his abilities and like showing them from Bulbapedia and all that, even though I just took all of the information I knew about his abilities and him from Bulbapedia. The Raichu's just the same as Rhydon, like the same mindset went behind both slides. I didn't do anything cool or unique with this slide. Blue slide is like the Raichu slide, but without Rhyperior being the base of it. And instead of that, it was Dreadnought being the base. So, you know, I decided to put like an obligatory Gen 1ers bad slide because Gen 1ers are definitely the problem of the Pokemon community. Definitely. Definitely. You can probably hear me winking right now. This slide is just Score Bunny. That's it. I even put like a little no Sobble area of it. And added like the fist bump, because that's rad. Top 5 Pokemon that I, LoserH/57, want on my team in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Number 5 is Rhyperior, because I've never used Rhyperior before, and it's very strong. And there were some Rhydons in the wild area, so that means there must be some Rhyperiors, right? Number 4 is Dreadnought, because I love his abilities, which are Shell Armor, which blocks critical hits, and Strong Jaw, which makes biting attacks stronger. Number 3 is Raichu, because it's nice to have a strong and evened out electric type Pokemon on the team, and Pikachu was shown for a couple of seconds. Number 2 is Wooloo. Whoa, that rhymed, ha ha ha. Anyways, I just love this Pokemon's fluffy ability, Fluffy, which used to only be held by Beware. Hey guys, always remember to vent your anger, not on me in my comments section, but on Gen 1ers, cause they exist, definitely. And number 1 is Score Bunny, cause boy do I love Score Bunny, he's my starter of choice, and not Sobble. Sobble sucks, and if you like Sobble, you suck too. Anyways, I just love Score Bunny, cause Score Bunny's so great, and I love him. Okay guys, make sure to like and subscribe, so I can have as much views and subscribes and likes as I did when I made my last original video, which was 3 years ago when Sun and Moon came out.